picture the trading floor. The screen flashes, Super Micro Computer shares plus 5.8%, closed at $30.96. The tiny company that many called a niche part supplier just dropped a press with a bank line and a plot twist. It rolled out liquid-cooled, AI-optimized servers before giants like HPE and Dell blinked. It locked in NVIDIA hardware that hyperscalers crave. And, despite a chaotic 2025 drama, it's still standing. Supermicro isn't trying to be everything. It's building hyper-specialized weapons for the AI war, tight racks, dense GPUs, liquid cooling that keeps the hottest chips breathing easy. It's like someone figured out how to make a barbecue that doesn't burn the steak, and the cloud giants keep buying steaks. It controlled 9% of the dedicated AI server market in 2024, AB Research. That's not vanity, it's market share in a race where every percent matters. So why should you care? Because servers are the infrastructure under the AI boom. Winning racks plus winning partners, hello, NVIDIA, equals revenue when demand ripples through the data center. But the underdog story has scars, delayed audits, delisting threats, regulatory probes in 2025. It's a comeback tale wrapped in SEC filings and bank credit lines. Fast forward through 2024, Supermicro grew fast as AI demand exploded. Liquid-cooled rigs? Check. Early access to NVIDIA's top-tier data center GPUs? Check. Rapid share gains? Check. But then the plot darkened. The company hit skids in 2025, a late 10-K filing. Its auditor abruptly left amid accounting issues, the stock faced delisting danger, and regulators knocked on the door. That's the kind of headline that sends your stomach to your shoes. But then, the pivot. The company hired a new auditor, filed the overdue 10-K, avoided delisting, and apparently calmed the regulators' tempers. The drama didn't produce a knockout, it produced a comeback scene. Now they've tightened the storyline with a new $2.0 billion revolving credit facility led by JP Morgan. That's not small, it's lifeline-level cash flexibility for a working capital-heavy business. Imagine a racing car with a busted axle that rolled into the pit. Mechanics panic, but they replace the axle, tune the engine, and hand it back to the driver. The car's still dirty, but it can race. That's where Supermicro sits. The tech edge, liquid cooling and NVIDIA access. HPE and Dell are data center titans, but Supermicro did something intriguing. It launched its own liquid-cooled AI-optimized servers ahead of those bigger rivals. Liquid cooling is the secret sauce for modern rack density. GPUs are thermal beasts. Air cooling is for gentle summers, liquid cooling is for full-throttle racetracks. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me, or hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. And here's the other punch. Supermicro's partnership with NVIDIA gave it preferential access to top-tier data center GPUs. In an industry where chips are the gasoline, having a steady GPU supply is a strategic advantage. When demand spikes, other server makers scramble for GPUs. Supermicro already had some of the most prized tins in the box. If GPUs were concert tickets to the hottest AI show, Supermicro had a backstage pass. HPE and Dell were stuck in line. That backstage pass led to meaningful share in that 9% AI server market slice in 2024. The numbers pulse, January 3, 2026 close. On January 3, 2026, Smci shares rose 5.8%, closing at $30.96. Why did traders cheer? Because the company disclosed a new $2.0 billion revolving credit facility led by JP Morgan, and in the server business, cash is oxygen. Building and shipping AI servers is capital hungry. You buy components up front, assemble racks, carry inventory, and customers pay later. This $2 billion line, option to increase by another $1 billion under conditions, includes a $200 million letter of credit sublimit and a $150 million same-day borrowing sublimit. Translation: fast. Our cash access, better guarantees on big supplier purchases, and a runway through inventory cycles. The facility matures in late 2030, giving multi-year breathing room. Think of this credit line as a massive corporate credit card with serious limits that let Supermicro stockpile parts when the deal is hot, but with covenants that say, don't go wild. Why a credit line is a big deal. Working capital is the oil in the machine, this line is a bigger funnel. Server makers must balance silicon buys, chassis, cooling systems, and logistics, while waiting for customer payments. That mismatch requires working capital. The J.P. Morgan-led facility smooths that gap. But a caveat: banks attach covenants. Those guardrails can limit strategic freedom. Think of them as a financially enforced speed limit. So, yes, it's great that Supermicro has liquidity. But lenders will want predictable cash flows and covenants met. If demand wobbles and covenant tests fail, things get messy. But for now, this line signals that a major bank trusts Supermicro enough to underwrite a $2 billion capacity. That's a confidence vote that lays the foundation for reaching $200. The competition: HPE and Dell rolling out their AI machines. Make no mistake, HPE and Dell are enormous, powerful incumbents with vast sales channels, deep balance sheets, and enterprise trust. They don't move as fast as smaller players sometimes, but once they move at scale. The risk for Supermicro is simple: even if it builds the better server first, HPE and Dell can leverage relationships with large enterprises and cloud customers to muddy the market. That said, being first matters. The early adopter customers liked Supermicro's liquid-cooled rigs in 2024. Early design wins and being first into data centers is a real moat, but not insurmountable. When the giants deploy AI-optimized servers, battle lines will be redrawn. Supermicro is the scrappy surfboard maker who perfected a high-performance board before the surf megabrands noticed. The megabrands have bigger factories, but sometimes the original board still wins the pro championship because the pros loved it first. Let's not sugarcoat. Supermicro's meteoric growth came with growing pains. A delayed 10K, an auditor's abrupt exit due to accounting concerns, and regulatory probes in 2025 are the kind of headlines that terrify investors. Delisted? Maybe. But the company dodged that bullet by hiring a new auditor and filing the 10K. That's a crucial remediation step. Investors dislike uncertainty. Those incidents meant a lot of people priced in the worst case. But the fact that Supermicro remedied filings and avoided delisting is the reason traders moved from panic toward recalibration. Note this as well. Do you want peace at heart? The next day John seeth Jesus coming unto him, and saith, Behold the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world. John 1:29. Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. Revelation 14 verse 7. I appeal to you to fear God and obey his law. For his commandments are sure and his word everlasting. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful information. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Wait, watch, and pray. See you in the next video according to God's will.